Welcome to the Paperless Productivity Podcast, where we give you the tips, tricks, and know-how to solve your biggest workflow challenges and bring greater productivity into your workplace every day. Okay, we're here with David Officer, and he's going to talk about the Solution Health Checks paper that we have here. All of our attendees today at Velocity had gotten a really nice sheet about Solution Health Checks. So maybe you could tell us a little bit about this and what kind of a benefit it would have for people.
Yes. So with the Solution Health Check, I'll set up a time with the customer, introduce myself as their Solution Health Check, and we'll get a go-to meeting scheduled for about 2 to 3 hours where they'll be the guide that will kind of walk me through the different servers, get me to the database server, the application server, etc., and where I will take some screenshots of their database, their server, their on-base, the configuration that is running their on-base solution. And offline, after that go-to meeting, I'll review any reports that I generated. I'll also review if we can record the go-to meeting and generate a report, about a 20-page report with recommendations on how to improve their solution, to increase their speed, to increase their security, their stability. And some customers will reach back out to me after getting them the report and invite me in a meeting with their management to help guide them with following those recommendations.
Okay.
So it's an exciting thing that we get to offer to the customers.
So it sounds like it's really hands-on. Like it's really you're really digging into it. This is not just some general recommendations or anything like that. It's really digging in and saying, okay, where are maybe some of the challenges we're seeing, and then looking for specific ways to make improvements.
Exactly. Each Solution Health Check is unique because their solutions are unique. So I take about 2 weeks after that initial go-to meeting where I will dive into ImageSoft, Highland, Microsoft documentation on what the best practices are, reach out to my team, bring it up the chain of command, all the way up to James, our CTO, for guidance on what would be the best recommendation here. And open up customer care cases on the high priority items that I find. Recently, we had a customer. This customer was excited to have the Solution Health Check, and we discovered a few things that became a high priority issue. For example, their database hadn't been backed up for a while. And with the busyness of being a on-base administrator / courts administrator, I used to be a customer of ImageSoft.
Okay.
So I understand how it can be quite busy.
Yeah.
So I got to meet that person here at Velocity.
Oh.
And it was just a nice bonding moment that we had over the go-to meeting, because I got to help them out and get their management involved through what we found. And then get to smile here in person, like, oh, look at what we got to discover and solve together.
Yeah, how cool is that you're able to kind of follow up afterwards like that? That's so great. Because I can imagine that would make, when you can make that kind of a difference, and help an organization to run more efficiently. Yeah. Everybody's pretty happy.
Absolutely. It makes me feel like I'm on their team. I'm part of that county or that company. I am their Solution Health Check specialist.
That's really cool. Which explains the stethoscope you're wearing today.
Yeah, I am wearing a stethoscope because I do all the support remotely through the go-to meeting, as I mentioned, and I wanted some of my customers that I've already helped to be able to spot me out of the crowd. So I said, I'll wear my old stethoscope because I used to be a health professional.
Oh, okay.
Assisting doctors with stuff in the clinic or driving the ambulance back when I was a firefighter.
Oh my goodness.
So I used to wear a stethoscope around the neck. So I thought, well, this would be perfect.
I was going to say, you seem very comfortable with it, seems very, very natural to you. Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. So, what are some ways? How could a customer or how could an organization? What could they best start with the health check? When they what's kind of an easy way for you to start when you do these health checks? Where's a good easy way to begin this and see how they're operating?
So how it all begins is if they're a new customer, we'll get the Solution Health Check request in, and I'll schedule time with them. And best place to start is the database.
Okay.
Everything seems to rest on top of the database, so it's a wonderful place to start there. While we're looking at each server, we're also looking at their antivirus exclusions. Sometimes antivirus software can be very aggressive, and it can slow down or stop some on-base processes or read a file, and that can sometimes, worst case scenario, kick our customers off the clients during production hours.
Oh.
So there's a lot of little things that maybe a customer that even I didn't know about when I was a customer that we can catch. So we get right into the database, then application server. And I mentioned new customers, but also if a customer is going into a project, I want to get a baseline. So set up a time with them to capture everything. Then after that project's done, do another Solution Health Check to see if there's anything that we need to any loose ends to tie up.
Okay.
We also do Solution Health Checks similar to projects for upgrades before and after. And also when they request it. They feel something's slow, or one of our customer care tech support engineers say, we have this customer and their solution is slow. We've tried XYZ. Can you do a health check? Okay. And that could find some stuff too.
Okay. Do you find that when you do that follow-up check that you're able to measure then perhaps progress? Not only looking for issues, but maybe are you able to see some of the progress that has been made as a result?
Yeah, absolutely. It's actually exciting to be able to look at what happened last year and the recommendations, and then we do our Solution Health Check, and I see that they did change that manager default password to something more secure, or that they did put in a maintenance plan that is running now, et cetera, for the database. And I like to put that personally in the reports, like, good job.
Yeah.
You guys are fantastic. I want to encourage them, get them jazzed and excited that they're keeping their solution healthy.
Absolutely. It's important. Just like our regular, physical health checks, that's important to do on a regular basis.
Because our customer, ImageSoft, they are our heart. So we want to make sure our heart is healthy.
I love it. Very nice. All right. So if people wanted to find out more about how they could get a health check out of any of our customers, or anybody who's just interested in learning more about how OnBase works, what would be a good place for them to learn how to do that?
Wonderful place to start is go into our customer portal. Sign up for an account if you don't already have an account. If you are already a primary or alternate admin for your OnBase solution, then your account will be created automatically after receiving an email. And you just click in, you log in, you're in there, and you can create not only a new case, but you can also create a Solution Health Check request. And that's the way to get that rolling that way, or you can give us a call. Once the Solution Health Check report has been sent via email to the customer and uploaded into our internal OnBase, they can also pull that up through that customer portal. So that's a way to get it rolling. To really find out more what that entails, we're going to be creating some webinar, some public-facing videos, documentation that's going to also be in the customer portal. So that'll be coming down the road. Hopefully this next quarter 3, 2019, will have that stuff in the customer portal for them. So they'll be able to see what they're getting into. It's a wonderful addition. It's a wonderful added value for our customers when they go with the customer care contract.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, David. That was a lot of really great information.
It was my pleasure.
So, excellent. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Kay.
Thanks again for joining us today for this episode of Paperless Productivity. This podcast is sponsored by ImageSoft, the paperless process people, which you can learn more about at ImageSoftInc.com. That's ImageSoftInc.com. Join us next time where you'll learn how to harness the power of technology, supercharge efficiency, and accomplish your organization's goals.